Hi everyone and welcome to Stat with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm excited to be here with you today. This is attempt number 2. I started the live and then it went offline and nothing seemed to happen. So not quite sure what happened there. It seemed to be my internet connection. So apologies for being later today, but I'm hoping now that you are here. So please comment. I'd love to see if you are here. Just say hi, introduce yourself if you like, so I know that someone is live and this is actually going live this time. Technology is great, but when it doesn't work, it's full of challenges. So yeah, sorry again for being a bit later tonight. Some of you may be watching this recording anyway, so you can watch it when it suits you. All right, so hopefully I am not just talking to myself, but this is appearing on Facebook and YouTube. So welcome. So if you happen to be watching this on YouTube, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. That way you'll be kept up or notified of other videos and things that are live. So that is great. Yay, Linda is here. So Linda, I'm late today because of technical problems and I just couldn't connect, as it were. So I'm here now. So you haven't missed anything. I'm literally just starting, but just start a bit late. So just a reminder, if you're on YouTube and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and feel free to share this. My phone turned off and then I lost that connection. So let's try my table. Yay, you can see it. Let's make sure this is live now. It is excellent. Hope you get a bit of a sneak peek of the card. And now my microphone has come off. Whew, today is full of challenges. All right, I was going to be probably slightly later anyway because I have my daughter's year 13 leavers assembly this morning. So that was very special. Some speeches and farewells and things, and then they do this actually, I'll come back to me for a second and then I'll come back to my table. So they do this very cool thing where all the kids in the school line up like in pairs, put their arms like this, create a tunnel, and the year 13s walk through from the primary school all the way up, and then they come out in the big courtyard kind of area, and the year 13s do this amazing dance that they've been preparing. So that was me this morning. So that was cool. So it's kind of, yeah, special day. It's, exciting but sad because they're finishing an era in school as well. So that's my daughter finishing year 13. All right, so back to my table. Here we go. So now, if you've been waiting patiently for today's, what do you call it? Card, here we go. So I'm using the Reindeer Fun stamp set, which is what I used last week, along with the dies. And I'm also going to use some of the stamps. And this is what we're going to create. So I'm using the paper as well, the paper that was part of the bundle, and this particular one here. You could choose, if you don't, to have that behind, but I think it's quite nice. You're not actually seeing a lot of it, but it looks quite nice in the back. So what we're going to do is create this part here, and then our, what do you call these? Reindeer. So let's get started. So I have pre-cut, she says. And of course, here it is. This piece here, which is cut with the deckled rectangle dies. Was it this one? No, that's the smaller one, but that is the right size. So the next size up from this, if I did that one, it wouldn't quite fit. So what I'm going to do first is do Merry Christmas. Now, just a word of warning when you've got photopolymer stamps. When you put them on the block, it's quite easy to kind of, not put them straight. So my recommendation is just face it down, put it down, and naturally it will sort of go nice and straight. Then put your block on the top. If you've got a line you can put it against, even better. And then it will be straighter than trying to, in case you manipulate it. So with garden green ink, I'm just going to stamp Merry Christmas along the top. And I should probably have done it on a on my piercing mat, but I didn't. All right, then I'm going to use two colors, and I'm going to use garden green, and green apple green to stamp some of those trees in the background. So let's do that. So we'll do this one here kind of higher up. It's not very straight on my block. It's a bit wonky, and then we'll do this one about here. Then I will clean it. I've just got my chamois for this, but I do like my stamping scrub as well for giving it a good clean in between. And then maybe that about there, like so. Cool. Give a bit of a background. I found it was quite white. You may like to keep it like that, but can you see I've done a little bit of blending, bit of sponging in the background. So a bit of balmy blue for the sky and a bit of garden green for kind of the grassy area. So I'm just going to bring a scrap piece of grid paper and just do a little bit of that. You can leave it white if you want. But let's go with the same kind of look. So balmy blue, let's just see how much is already on. And there's already quite a lot on the actual brush. I didn't need to re-ink it. So there you go. Now, I don't like that bit there, but good news is my deer will cover it up. So that worked out well. And then for the green, start off so it's not blobby, and then a bit of green at the bottom. So this is a fairly quick and easy card to make. You've got a few options to do with the deer, and I didn't have a lot of time to have a play. I really wanted to use blends, but this was the first one I did. I used my darkened crumb cake and I felt it was too dark. So one could do that if you want sort of a lighter one. I was thinking of maybe doing two-toned and pecan pie, but yeah, I didn't get much of a chance to play some more, so I might try that later. So what I'm going to do is use this die. I'm going to stamp onto a scrap piece of, that's not going to fit, is it? No, we need another piece of pecan pie. stamp it and then cut it out. So just cutting a piece because it's not big enough. All right. Again, with your bigger, particularly photopolymer stamps, you can, again, quite easily bend it and things. So again, like if I put this down, you know, I could quite easily sort of move my reindeer like that. So again, you could put it down, just let it sit and put the block on, and away you go. If you want to be very precise, you could put your die down, sit it inside the die, and then you know it's pretty good to go. Can't actually, so like that. Then put my block on. Then I'm going to stamp it, and I did use the pecan pie for this. So I would like to sort of have a bit more of a play and try a few more different ways, whether I do crumb cake or like on crumb cake cardstock and colour it in or leave it or whatever. But just for this, whoops, I think I moved that one and he's a bit blurry. But do you know what? That's okay, because we turn it over, stamp in the same spot, and you'd never know. So that's cool. There's always the other side. All right, so we're still hearing me okay? You can't hear me. All right, can you hear me now? Okay, I see a comment earlier that you couldn't hear me, but I'm hoping you can hear me now. Let me put my chats up here as well. Okay, so it looks like on YouTube we were losing sound. I'm hoping that, generally speaking, you are hearing me. Today is definitely full of challenges. Okay, so using my big machine, and I will use a piece of, right, that was my microphone falling off. There we go. Now you should be able to hear me. Right, I need a piece of tape. So what I'm going to do, how can I show you? I'm just going to have to show you when it gets to the other side, I think. All right, so just taping it down slightly. I've got, here it is, no, got the box, but nothing in it, and I just had it. Okay. Where is my tape? I really don't want to eyeball it and hope for the best because it's going to move. Have I got a little bit of tape around my thing? No. Okay. This is when it usually has fallen on the floor, but no. Okay, we are just going to have to very carefully put it on and hope that it doesn't move. Oops, trying to line it up here. You can't see what I'm doing. That looks good. Put the plate on and you'll see it come out the other end, but no, it's moving. I really need tape to tape it down with. And I just had it before. Looking. Sorry. What else can I use to hold it in place? This is when magnetic would be good. Okay, I'm just going to have to try again and hope for the best. All right, putting the plate down. All right, I think we're good. Here it comes. Yeah, wing it. Thanks, Natalie. I am winging it. Well, at least I know you can hear me on Facebook because you know what I'm saying. Oh, look, that was pretty good. I'm actually impressed. Phew. Okay. So there we go. So you can see the difference. You could do it on crumb cake, or like I said, I'd love to colour a bit more, but time was a bit of a challenge this morning. Okay, so putting this card together, I've got Granny Apple Green, because I've chosen the colours that are in the paper basically. So we've got Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, pecan pie. So this is 10 centimeters by 14.3. This is half a centimeter smaller, which is 9.5 by 13.8. Okay, I work in centimeters. Who works in metric? I mean, metric is centimeters. Who works in imperial? Okay. Ugh, let's get it straight. Okay, so that's going to go on our garden green front. Like so. Now, I'm not putting any ribbon around or twine or anything, so guess what? We can glue it straight down. Okay. Now, what I did was, I'll show you what it looks like. I initially had that there, but I kind of felt it just sort of, didn't quite coordinate with the paper behind it, needed something. And I was worried that if I had the next layer of decal dies, then you'd hardly see any of the paper. So what I did was I got some Granny Apple Green and I just cut it a little bit bigger than this. I think it was something like 8 by 11 or 8.5 by 11. Let me just have a look. I'll bring it over so you can see what I'm doing. But I just felt that extra layer kind of helped. So I'm just going to put that on. So this one is 7.5 kind of thing. 7.5 by 11. So this must be like 8 by 11.5 or something like that. So if we do 8, I think that will work out well. So 8 and then 11.5. So that's 11.5. That looks pretty good to me. All right. So just tell me what you think. I'll show you the two. So this is with the border around it. It kind of, that's got a border around it. This has got a border around it. It kind of works. Otherwise, it's like that. And maybe you like that look. That's totally up to you. All right. So we're going to just glue that down. And we'll use dimensionals very soon. Okie dokie. All right. So then we will get our dimensionals. And I'm going to use some larger ones for this and put them in my 4 corners and the middle. These ones don't have highlighting on them, which is what I usually do. Whoops, I've managed to stick a bit underneath. Okay. I am going to use my fingers today for this. Whoops, that one's taken off. All right. And arrange that like so. We're going to put our reindeer on, hiding our little blemish there. And for this, I am going to use some mini ones. So it will kind of head, sort of tail bottom area, the body. You better do one on our little baby one. And on these feet. Now these are quite skinny, so I'm actually just going to use, I think I must have cut this already, but I've got some very thin bits. So you can use your scissors and just trim the edges to get nice thin bits. And we might just put one there. And I will grab my Take Your Pick this time because I've got lots of them. And this time it has what do you call it? Highlighting on it, so I know what I've removed and what I haven't. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get these off because it's very skinny. I will do that with my hands. All right. There we are. And make sure we hide that bit. Like so. Quite nice and simple. And we've got to add a bit of bling. So I've got these, what are they called? Dressy or something? Dressy? I don't know, little embellishments. So I'll put 2 over here and 1 down here. I've got lots of big ones. Something like that, just to add a bit of sparkle. We can decide where you want it. If I was doing the inside, is it for the inside? We need a white piece to go on the inside. which I have. Oh, see, that was the one I was starting to colour, but I wasn't very happy. So this is the same size as my DSP, 9.5 by 18.8. Like so. I would probably just stamp another deer as well. All right, so there are all sorts of other stamps and things that are part of this stamp set. Like that. Beautiful. Okay, so there's another deer. If you like another deer, you can have it jumping. And if you want a background, we've got the stars and things, which I used on my other card. Bells, the tree, which I have used, and then obviously the Merry Christmas and things, and then the different dies too. So let me just put this together, and that's our card. So like I said, I would love to have a try with the stamping blends because I think that would look very nice. But I did the quick and easy version and just stamped on coloured cardstock and put that on. So lots of different options. Okay, here we go. Can you see those cards? So that's using the Reindeer Fun and using other dies from the set. Let me just show you them again. Oh look, here's my, so this is what I did last time. If you weren't here, I made the reindeer face, which is just layered up like that. Okay, so all sorts of different, so here's the reindeer face. You got presents and holly and bells, and this one I've used a lot of. Cool, so many different things that you can do with this set. So I hope you have fun with that. Now, I do want to go over a few things for today because there's lots happening. So one of the things is the kit sale. So it could be because you're new, or maybe you want gifts for someone, or maybe you want to have some quick, easy cards on hand. Then there's up to 30% off. Today is the last day. So I'm going to quickly show you some different kits that we've got. There's this one here, which is from the Saying Thank You one. And I believe this is reduced quite heavily. Like it was around $30 an ounce, 20 or 19 or something like this. I did this recently for a evening where we did, it's called Craft and Connect. So just a fun evening of making a couple of cards. They got to choose one of these. This has got pre-printed sentiments. So great if you need some thank you cards, nice and colourful and bright. The other card that we did at that evening was one that involved some stamping, and it was the Sentimental Rose, which is also significantly reduced. It's from 47 or 49 down to 37 or something like that. So it's these three cards, and you get to do some stamping as well. And there's even a little box, so you can make them up and then gift some of them in the box. And you get a variety of stamps with this. Happy birthday, best wishes, thank you. You can choose what you want. There's envelopes too. I don't have my envelopes here. Put them in the box. Some of them you can use, and then you could put, you get through, maybe you could put 6 in here and give them, and then you've got other cards. There's a whole lot of cards, some that are fun for kids, like my daughter loved making the panda one. Some shaker cards. Like so, this one is also, well, I mean, they're all on special, but I think this one's relatively, there was a third one, but I don't have that handy. What else have I got? Oh, these ones. I know those ones so far are in stock. This one here, which is a nice bright birthday one. If you're looking for masculine, this kind of thing. They're different shape cards, tall and thin, happy birthday. So these ones are ones where it's pre-printed. Again, you always get envelopes with it. Now, don't you love this one? So there's 3 different ones for this, and look what happens when you open it up. That pops out, which is really cool. There's one where there's a strawberry on the front, red. I think I'd actually put it inside, so then when you open it, it's a surprise. Otherwise, it'd get squashed on the front. But, oh, I found the other confetti one. There we go. So those 3 were there. So there are so many more. That's just a snippet of some. Lots more. Check out the online store. You can order online yourself or contact me and I can help place your order. But lots of kits, great Christmas presents, great activities for yourself or kids or grandkids or family to do in the holidays, and then you'll have cards to give people. So make the most of that. The other thing is also ending today is the starter kit offer. So the starter kit is great value anytime. It's $189. You get $285 worth of product. But in October, you get more. You get $342 worth of product of your choice. Now, it's not just the discounted starter kit that is great. That is one great thing. But there are lots of other things that being a demonstrator, are the benefits of getting to see stuff early, events that are just for demonstrators, support from me and my team, card swaps within our team, connecting with others. If you wish, you can do classes or have afternoons or evenings where you make cards. You can make some of those kits and things. Lots of friendships and great experiences. So if you want to know more, I'd love you to join my team. Feel free to contact me. I'm happy to answer any questions. All right. So let me go back to the card I made today. That one here. Cool. Oops, it's a bit wonky. And then just remembering the kit offer and the startup offer as well. Very good. Okay. So we got there in the end. Perseverance. Sometimes we have challenges, but we keep persevering and we can get there in the end. So thank you for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing another card using the Reindeer Fun bundle. And if you're interested in purchasing that, feel free to order online through me or contact me. And I hope you learnt some tips like putting photopolymer stamps on your blocks, that kind of thing as well. All right, remember, if you're interested in kits or signing up or you want to know more, please get in touch with me. I will be doing an order tonight. So if you'd like to order something and you're local and you want me to order it, then let me know. Obviously, if you're further away, then I can order it and get it sent directly to you. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time today. Thank you for your patience. And waiting for me to sort things out with the internet and finally getting on. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. My 12 weeks of Christmas is continuing to go out. Number 5 went out about an hour or so ago. If you're not on my mailing list, you may like to sign up and then you can get the ones, whatever's left. Well, it'll be 7 left if you sign up. You'll get other card tutorials, gift ideas, tags, and that kind of thing to help you with this Christmas season as well. So, and there's my regular newsletters, tips, and information that I send you too. All right. So thank you for being here. Reach out to me if you've got any questions. I look forward to sharing with you next week. Hopefully next week things will run more smoothly and we'll be back to normal. But thank you again. I appreciate you here. And if you're watching the recording too, leave a comment. Let me know you've watched. And we will see you soon.